Did you know that Armin Strom makes 98% of their watch parts in-house? Hello, welcome to Swiss Watch Can, welcome to another special review. Today on the channel we're going to explain to you the new Armin Strom Gravity Equal Force. The Gravity Equal Force is actually part of the System 78 collection. What does that mean? So System 78 is named by the birth year of the founder and the co-founder of the brand. Since 2009, they have created this beautiful factory in Biel, which is a watchmaking hub. As you also might know, Rolex is in Biel, as is Omega. Today's video is made in partnership with Armin Strom, a brand I really like, and I really think they made some amazing timepieces and incredible mechanics, which I will show you now. Armin Strom watches are known for their skeletonization and also very avant-garde looking movements and design language. The System 78 collection is a bit different. As you can see, the case is slimmer, as well as the lugs, and the lip at 6 o'clock, which Armin Strom's design is known for, is a bit smaller. Immediately when you look at the watch, you can see that it has an off-center time display. So at 9 o'clock you have the beautiful blue lacquer dial with printed indexes and numbers. And also the hands, which show the hour and minute indication, are skeletonized and mirror polished. At 7 o'clock you have the seconds indication, which is actually cool because Armin Strom incorporated a hacking seconds feature here, which means once you pull the crown out, the seconds hand stops. What this does is it actually stops the whole balance wheel. So if I turn the watch around and pull the crown, and if you look at the balance wheel, now it's running and now it will stop. Here you go. This is called a hack in seconds. This feature is actually good for setting your time more precisely. So what you can do is you can wait until the seconds hand is at 12 o'clock, you pull the crown out and you set your time at 00. So it's a very good feature I think more watches should have. When you wind the watch, you can actually see how the rotor is a bit engaged and also the whole main barrel moves. And then you can see the power reserve comes up. What you can also admire on the front side is at 12 o'clock here, you have the micro rotor, which is also made in-house. It's guarded by this bridge here, which is beautifully polished on the side and satin finish on the top. You in fact have 3 bridges on the front of the dial. The middle one is for the gear trains, which actually control the time setting. And the third one at 4 o'clock here is actually to hold the mainspring barrel. On the mainspring barrel, you will also see that you can find the power reserve indicator. The power reserve of this movement is actually 72 hours. And you can see when the watch is fully wound, if the arrow points to the right top side. What you also might have noticed next to the power reserve is actually a U-shaped window. Behind that you can see a Maltese cross. A Maltese cross in a hand-wound mechanical watch is nothing new. It used to be used in pocket watches and also wristwatches. This is but in fact the first time a Maltese cross was used in an automatic watch. What is also interesting is that Claude Greiser actually reinvented the Maltese cross and made it better. The main problem with mechanical hand-wound watches is when you wind it and you actually tighten the main barrel and the spring inside, actually you have at the beginning and at the end an uneven distribution of power to the mechanism. The optimum lies in between those days or hours of power reserve. Incorporating a Maltese cross in a mainspring barrel and creating this equal force mechanism they made here is actually very smart. The stop work part of this mechanism actually prevents the mainspring barrel to distribute power to the gear train once it's over or underwound. For those who know, a Fusee chain or a constant force mechanism is something very similar to this process. Turning the watch around, you can actually also see the beautiful decorations Armin Strom does in-house. From the side you can see the case is also satin finished, the bezel is polished, and the lower part is also a bit polished and then brushed. It's beautifully made. The whole movement is also a bit classical. It has almost a 3/4 plate bridge here, which has beautiful Côte de Genève and anglage, and also in the middle you have the laser engraving, with a few inscriptions. You can also find perlage under the balance wheel and the beautifully mirror polished screws, which are also made in-house. That is for me incredible. I saw them in person once, and the small ones are really tiny. I'm a big fan of Côte de Genève, and when you twist the watch around, you just see how the light hits it, and it creates this little shadow effect that just looks amazing. I also like when you see the rubies, because they add a bit of contrast to the whole movement. What I always liked about the Armin Strom is the way they like to innovate, regarding their movements and also their, online presence. What I like to play with sometimes is their online configurator, where you can configure a few watches, also the new equal force. Let me show you. Once you're on the website, you actually press the configurator button, and then you press the configure now. What you get here is 5 options of 5 different watches. At the end, you can also see you have the mirrored force resonance. What you might have noticed from the prices is that the equal force is actually the most affordable Armin Strom watch till today. It starts at 16,900 Swiss francs, and once you want to configure it, you just press this button. Then let's say we're gonna choose a different plate for the watch. Let's choose a blue one. We're gonna switch up the dial. Let's maybe make it a bit more funkier. Let's take the purple one. And then we'll also, let's say, change the strap. Maybe I feel like having, blue stitching. And I like a blue strap. Here you go. And then at the bottom you can actually see how much this watch would cost you. I'm gonna put the link to the website in the description, so go check it out for yourselves. Because they manufacture all their components in Biel, they actually have endless possibilities in terms of finishing, decoration, and all the colors. So if you see something or you want something that you can't find in the configurator, you just give them a call or email and they will fulfill your wish as much as they can. Let me now put the watch on the wrist so you guys see how it fits me. Again, I have a 7.18 inch wrist, which is 18.1 centimeters. As you can see, this watch features a tang buckle, which has the Armin Strom logo on it, and also it's polished and satin finished. Turning my wrist around, you can see that the watch has a very slim profile. In fact, it's 12.65 millimeters tall, and the diameter of the case is actually 41 millimeters. What I also like about the Gravity Equal Force is the 3D and the deep dial it has. You can see the micro-blasted nameplate and all these 3 bridges hovering above it. What's also cool is the micro rotor at 12 o'clock. When you wear the watch and you flip your wrist, it actually, falls down, it moves a bit, so it's a bit animated. For more information about the Gravity Equal Force by Armin Strom, check out the link in my description. And also, what I'm curious about is to see which is your favorite model from Armin Strom. Is it maybe this one, or is it the Resonance model, or any other ones? If you're a fan of the channel, please subscribe, also leave a like, and I'll see you next time.